decided to tell myself that I want to be able to win on any one of these excerpts. I want to have put so much more time into it than anyone else that even if they called one, I could win it.
So I have a student who had an amazing transformation. He started by never advancing in auditions, and then recently, a few months ago, he got runner-up for a major American orchestra audition kind of out of nowhere. His name is Tom Reaves. He is a percussionist. He signed up for my Audition Hacker Formula online course. He was sending me recordings of himself playing, a lot of videos. He was sending me mock audition recordings. He told me, "Rob, kick my ass." Those were his words. He said that. So I said, okay, I was like, this is gonna be good and I'm gonna be ruthless. He would send me these recordings and just over and over, I was harping on him. You're not adding musicality, I'm not hearing the clarity there. And when I heard he got this achievement at an audition, getting runner-up, I was so proud, immensely proud. So I brought in Tom to the Audition Hacker Studios to tell you how he did it. Tom Reaves, thank you so much for being here. Good to have you. Can you shake? Oh, no, it's okay. I wanted to bring you on because you are in the middle of heavy audition circuit lifestyle. You're one of the most hardworking percussionists / timpanists / musicians I know, and you've had some great results from it. A little bit of inspiration to people who are kind of feeling a little bit down or like they just had a recent rejection. So, rewind. Before you signed up to be part of the Audition Hacker Formula stuff, what did your audition struggles look like?
Well, I think when I started auditioning, I just really didn't understand why I was being cut.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even really understand maybe even the level that I needed to play at. One of the things that came to mind when I was reflecting on it was that my audition process was really skin deep. It wouldn't go into the level of musicianship that I later realized that I needed in order to just advance through the first round. When I was preparing before, basically, I feel like I was pretty good at nailing the objective elements, getting the time right, the rhythm right, the accuracy, but that really only went through one of the course elements that you speak of. I was really just in one phase. I wasn't recording myself either. I started to realize why I was getting cut.
You were running excerpts. You're not recording yourself. So what exactly were you doing? Were you practicing with a metronome? Were you practicing just by yourself in a practice room? How did that go?
I would practice with the metronome. I would run things every day. As I was doing the first process, when I started the formula that you said, well, how do you play differently from prelims to finals? You don't. And I feel like I was trying to just get through. All of my excerpts were really flat. Honestly, the only person I could impress was like a robot because it wouldn't impress any musician.
So you were practicing with the metronome by yourself with the main goal of trying to meet all the sort of written details.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I just wanted to check everything off the list, but I wasn't going into any of the nuance, the phrasing, just trying to get it all done.
And then what would happen at the auditions?
I hadn't really prepared mentally for the moment at all. I did play mocks, but they were like not true to form at all. I would play like a couple, okay, will you stand really close to me while I play quiet snare drum or something like that. Like something that wouldn't ever happen in the actual audition.
Okay.
Not having a game plan for how you're going to bring in your snare drum. It never went really well. And
it took the small issues that you were working on a day-to-day basis and it kind of amplified them. It would be out of control at the audition. And what was your success rate like? Did you see yourself advancing? Did you win any jobs?
No, I haven't taken a lot of auditions at the national level. I was taking mostly regional auditions to start. I would have that feeling like I don't really know why this is happening, and it was because I wasn't recording myself. I didn't really have a true idea or sense of how I was really playing.
So then you decided to revamp your audition preparation. As you were going through the course, what kinds of things did you start doing to your audition preparation? What kinds of new things did you try out?
Going outside the box. I had played really all of my excerpts really square, and that wasn't something that I was able to fix immediately. In fact, I don't even really think that I was able to fix it until, maybe like the last 2 or 3 months.
You started to understand how you sounded to the committee because of self-recording.
Yeah. The more I recorded myself, the more I got to where I wanted it to sound, the way I had it in my head. And that was the huge, problem before. Why am I getting cut? I feel like I'm playing this way, but I really wasn't.
You were deluding yourself, sort of, in a way.
Yeah, and if there's one thing that I have to say about the process is that you have to be willing to jump in to that, and you have to take the risks. We get worried that if we spend too much time on it, that the more time that we spend, the more we have to lose if we don't do well. But I realized that if I never truly committed to that, then I would never be able to advance and play in an orchestra where, I wanted to be.
So you went through all of these changes, you completely revamped your audition preparation, and then what happened?
My want for that job was so much that I decided to tell myself that I want to be able to win on any one of these excerpts. I want to have put so much more time into it than anyone else that even if they called one, I could win it. I did a lot of mocks, and the most important thing that helped me is that I was playing for non-percussionists. It took me so far away from the element where I had started, getting all the objective elements right, not really realizing that the non-percussionist won't know what all of that really meant. All they're going to be thinking about was the feel good, were the dynamics appropriate, 8 or 9 mocks that were like the I just want to get the jitters out mocks, and I did that like as I continued to record. There was like 18, 20 people to start. The first round was 20 minutes, 25 minutes. It was a really long time. I was glad that I did enough mocks to have a list like that.
How'd you do?
I did really well. I advanced through the prelims, I advanced to the next round, I advanced to the finals, and I was the runner-up at the audition.
After the prelim round, where you had never advanced before and you were waiting for your name or you were waiting for the results, and then they called your name that you advanced, what did that feel like?
It felt great because I knew that I had put a lot more time into it. I was extremely, extremely excited. I played the last round. I felt really, 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 really good about it. They came in and they were basically like, it was really, really close. And I was just like, oh.
So close.
I didn't get too upset about it.
Yeah.
I was more anxious to get into the next audition. What's next?
You didn't achieve runner-up. What you really achieved, in my eyes, is you achieved the knowledge and the experience on how to prepare to get runner-up. So you still have that, and you can try it out again, and you can even get better and better from here. Very excited to see where you go next. So my final question is this. People who right now are where you were 2 years ago, they don't know what to do next, they're getting rejections. What is your biggest advice for those people?
One of the things that I did and had issues with, just didn't really know what auditions to take. I took like everything. And I feel like that the problem with going into it, it wasn't working for me. You have to be true to yourself, I feel like, with what you want and where you want to be. That if you start from the point of wanting it, then that will help you to get through the hard days. It's going to help you to be able to do something else and to not just give up.
Yeah.
But it won't feel like work if you're working towards what you really want.
Well, that's very inspiring. Thank you very much, Tom. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So it's not just Tom either. The students that have gone through my online course have gotten spots in summer festivals, have gotten spots in colleges, have advanced in auditions where they never thought that they could, which is why I've decided that I'm going to devote this summer to teaching about audition prep. So I'm holding a new online course called Rob's Summer Audition Bootcamp. I'm going to teach my detailed step-by-step audition preparation system in order to help you guys revamp your audition preparation. Basically the process that you go through from the day you get the list until the day of the audition. All that starts later in May, but you have to sign up by this Sunday. All the details are at robknopper.com/bootcamp. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. If you have any questions about the bootcamp, ask me in the comments. I'm happy to answer any questions, or if you have private questions, email me, of course. I'm going to transition back to a few more percussion videos after this, so if you have any audition questions, make sure to ask me below in the comments, and I can't wait to see you next week, and we'll talk about percussion then.